the Atherton Project. I think the race in Canberra, you know, it's going to be won or lost almost before the riders get to the event, you know.
Goal for world champs is to win, you know. There's no other measure at Worlds. No one really remembers second and third, and I've been training hard and I've been training well, and I'm more focused than I ever have been in my life.
I guess on the day we'll see who's worked out best.
Everybody's climbing to get to the top.
You fat bastards!
I'm all weak.
Oh, fucking hell!
Where we at, son?
We are in Canberra at local BMX track. It's like a cross between a BMX track, a snake run and a landscape garden. Pretty rad. Coming into Worlds, I've just been really focusing on four-cross, you know. I'm not going to race down, I'm just going to concentrate on four-cross, and if there's a race that I can try concentrating, then it's definitely the World Champs, you know. It's a big event. There's no place like it to put all your eggs in one basket and just really go 100% at one discipline. It's definitely going to be a tough race. The course is pretty flat. I don't think there's going to be many big jumps. It's not going to be a course that suits me, but that doesn't mean to say that it's not impossible, you know.
I didn't see his gates being quite there. Gates aren't quite there, are they? What's going on, bud? Oh, Christ alive. It's that first bit. Yeah. It's not even your first pedal. It's just the reaction time. Like everyone else, out of that gate, it's got the same leg speed as they have when they fucking hit the jump. Yeah. Or you're like this. You're like winding it up.
Me and G have never been taught how to gate, you know. We've always just taught ourselves, and I do hours and hours and hours of gates at home, you know, and probably do more gates than most of the riders there except Graves, and it's obviously not working. I'm obviously teaching myself bad habits, you know. I just need to kind of go back to the drawing board and start again. I got a cold bath in the grubs room, hot bath in clay quarters room. I messed up qualifying. I changed my gearing and it was a little bit too easy, but it all turned out good, you know. I got a good first round and I've got a good half of the moto, so you know, I've got Graves all the way through. He's going to be out in front and that's the end of it really, you know. But you know, I'm if I'm going to follow someone, I'd rather follow him, you know, whereas someone else I'd be kind of wanting to get past, because at any minute they could crash and the dude behind me would take me out as well, so it's all good.
Jared's gone for gate 1 every time so far. Number 9's the dude that he's got in the first round. Have a rest off gates a bit, try some more lines. Let it be what it will be. You're not going to improve that much in the next fucking half hour of practice. Line styles for this fucking section here. This bungle shit. You need to have a few variations down. You need to know the fucking back of your hand. Because you just don't know what's going to happen.
It's harder now, but I think when I'm actually psyched up and kind of up for it, then it'll be a positive, you know, because I'm not tired like I usually am. I'm not like half dead from riding downhill, so I just need to get through this time now and turn it into energy. Even if I like managed to get through to the final, the fact still remains that all through practice I was concentrating on my gates. I was phoning Dale like earlier today trying to get, like, you know, him was giving me advice, and that's not the shit you should be doing at World Championships, you know. Like Clay said, this needs to be like the turning point, you know. This needs to be where the bullshit stops and you get your gate sorted, you know.
Dan this year has been dealing with injuries. He's been, you know, some things going on in his own mind that he's had to make some decisions about, and those have had an impact on his performances as well as the injuries. But I think now what you're going to see from Dan Atherton is some clarity and some focus on where he is, and what the future's going to be like for Dan is he's now looking at it with a different set of eyes.
It's on you, bruv. I can do it.
I think having won the stripes last year and having kind of seen what it's like to be world champion, I think you almost want it more, you know, once you've seen what it's like and once you've felt what it's like to be world champion. I definitely want it more now than I did last year.
For G, how does he deal with coming back as a world champion for the first time? If you look at world champions across different sports, it's usually the mindset that they bring to after they've become the world champion. What's the mindset that they're going to have to continue that? And that, I think, right now for the Athertons is, okay, we've been at the top of our game. How do we continue to go to the top of our game?
Pretty nervous, you know. He's got a lot hanging over him. Last year, world champion. Rach, world champion as well, and obviously she's not here, so it's all on him. Everyone says it's pedally track and it's not his sort of track, but at the end of the day, it's the World Championships, and it doesn't come down to whose sort of track it is or, you know, who it suits. It comes down to who can keep their head together and who can ride the best on the day. And G's definitely good at that. When there's loads of pressure on G like that, you don't really enjoy it, you know, because you know how he's feeling. You know, Rach is at home and everyone's kind of spread out, and you know, it's not a good feeling like it was last year. But I think that it's not game over for him. He can definitely pull through and do it, but I'm just saying it's not the same feeling as it was last year, you know.
Stupendously fly, deal on a girl, straight kickin'. Dates on the weekends, had them string like a violin. I would bug off your beauty, but only deep as a skin. Thought about me, helping you to see the mountains. You still in the fly cars with dip rims, flirt with cats blatant about intending to hit skins. But interesting, even though you flow with the crowd and you a popular gal, I still wild by possibilities
felt good all week, and then today, just that run, I was just empty, you know. I'm not pissed off. Like, I rode well at the top, and then the bottom, I was just like pedaling. It was just like nothing there. So, you know, it's one of those days. World Champs means a lot to everyone, and you know, people are trying harder than ever these days. You know, people are training hard and putting the effort in, and for Steve to come back and do this, it's awesome. Stoked for him.
Rach isn't here, and they're a family. We're not just like a usual team, and it's not like just missing a team member. It's they're missing Rach, the sister, and like we do kind of, we work a bit differently to other teams. You know, it's not quite the same. And when she's not here, it definitely affects everybody, and you know, mainly the boys. And looking forward to getting her back, really.